Hello everyone, this is Flame Chichon here. So today, I'm gonna react to Self vs Sephiroth, fictional character collide, season 3, and this video is by Demon and Archer. And so, since I reacted to Fan War by Fish Mob 1 and One Fish Mob, and yeah, so I decided to give this a shot, and so give them a chance to, of course, for me to react to their videos. And so, yeah, if you want to, go ahead and subscribe, support the channel, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, so that way you can stay notified when I upload videos like this. Be sure to leave a like to the video if you enjoyed it, comment down below to let us know what you think. And so, without any further ado, let's get started.
Sometimes you just gotta wonder, why does humanity just love to play God? In countless shows, novels, movies, games, you name it, humanity's downfall is oftentimes man-made.
And when it comes to walking, talking, sentient calamities, none are as iconic and dangerous as these two.
Yep.
Cell, Dragon Ball's perfect android, designed by the Red Ribbon Army.
And Sephiroth, the Shinra Corporation's one-winged angel of Final Fantasy.
He's Demon and I'm Archer.
And it's our job to analyze them to their fullest, going over their feats and their faults to see what happens when these two fictional characters collide.
Demon, tell me, to you, what does the idea of perfection look like?
Ah, yeah, Cell
He'll
Team.
likely be pink, have major gremlin energy, he's short, wield a massive hammer, and hunt some giant little birds like it's a Monster Hunter player.
Wrong answer.
That was a subjective question, you prick.
In the world of Dragon Ball, perfection looks a bit different than what you may think. There was a company known as the Red Ribbon Army. They were everywhere, and everybody knew about them. From massive cities to small backwater towns, such as Penguin Village. They were so big that they were rumored to be more powerful than the entirety of Earth's military.
That rumor is somewhat of a fact.
Sci-fi Walmart, and their leader known as Commander Red, the original name there, I tell you what.
I mean, hey, why not?
This crazy orbs hat,
I mean, you gotta call him something.
place would summon a massive dragon who grant you any wish you so desire.
And it just so happens that Commander Red wished for what else but world domination. Luckily, there just so happened to be a kung fu fighter.
Yeah, in actuality, he wanted to basically get taller.
Bad guys, aka Son Goku.
After the downfall of the Red Ribbon Army, most of the members disbanded and went on to live normal lives. The brand even lived on as Red Pharmaceuticals, which is a legit business that didn't try to take over the world. During the modern time, the Red Ribbon Army is mostly forgotten about, save for a few people.
One of these few people just so happens to be the genius Dr. Gero.
Ah, yes, the guy that's well known to fuck up another timeline, just to say fuck you to Goku. Why not?
And the hot blonde who somehow married killing of all characters, Android 18.
They were so effective that they ended up causing the apocalypse in a future alternate timeline. But luckily, in the current and not alternate timeline, the androids were bested and humanity was safe. For a brief time. See, Dr. Gero had one android left, but it was a bit different. He was built to not only be the strongest, he was
Not only is it mechanical, but biological too.
People across cities started to be found dry, dead husks of themselves. It was as if someone, something was feeding off them. And sadly, something was. And it wasn't very friendly. This android was Dr. Gero's magnum opus, his most dangerous creation. And it had a very simple yet bone-chilling name. Cell.
seriously?
I mean, hey, the name's iconic, so why not?
How do you get the name like that?
Well, he was
No.
designed via cell recombination, which meant that he was a fancy mishmash of some of the strongest fighters across the universe. Saiyan, Mechian, and whatever the hell Freezer King Culturist is called. all wrapped up in a bug-like exoskeleton with creepy crawly proportions.
This also means
Hence the
he gained
name.
certain personality traits from the people's cells he was given.
Somehow.
Pride of Vegeta and the wanting to battle of Goku. A truly scary thought, if you ask me.
Oh, demon, that's nothing compared to the true horror of this bug monstrosity.
Yeah, in his first form, or imperfect cell, it looks like something you find being dissected in a biology class. And
Ouch.
he can use the singer on the end to absorb people or suck them dry of all their fluids.
Whoa, pause.
People won't somehow turn this into a fetish or something.
After using said tail to absorb his fellow android, Android 17, he turned into a semi-perfect form, looking more and more humanoid and made us cool. Honestly, talk about the definition of a downgrade. If only there was another android nearby that he could absorb and perfect. Oh, hey, teen.
After scarring hundreds of thousands of children watching what he did,
And grossing them out too.
achieved his perfect form. Okay, now that's an upgrade. Oh my god, is he blighted? Watch out, Goku! He's gonna seal the graphic body's secret formula and
Huh?
switch it to maximum overdrive!
I mean, they do sound similar.
Anyway, after going into his perfect form, Cell is a force to be reckoned with. He's absurdly powerful, able to launch people into mountains with a mere backhand.
Oh.
Most fighters terrified to really look at him the wrong way.
And in his perfect form, he is one of the most terrifying fighters in the universe. No doubt due to all the DNA that used to create him. He can change his genetic code to copy the genetic source of an attack. It's a fancy way of saying he can easily replicate a lot of abilities such as flight, key glass, and even the iconic Kamehameha.
Yep.
He knows Piccolo's iconic special beam cannon and the blinding solar flare. After seeing Goku use instant transmission once, he did it right after. Hell, Cell himself claimed he could even use Goku's spirit box on him. Now, whether this is him telling the truth or him just talking out of his ass is up to you.
I mean, potentially he could do it.
Telekinesis caused large fields of explosions by spreading his hand, and even summon large energy spheres to protect himself if he needs to cover the distance between enemies.
That's not all. If you think he just took all their techniques with their DNA, then you are entirely wrong, folks. He got a lot more than just that.
With his Saiyan DNA he got from Goku and Vegeta, that means he's naturally a master at hand-to-hand combat and key manipulation. It also means that whenever he is hit with a devastating attack, he can gain a power boost off it, making him stronger every time you need to kill him.
Yep.
Also, with the Namekian DNA, he can regenerate lost limbs with zero issues. Not even taking off his upper torso is enough. You see that nucleus on his head? He can regenerate from that as long as it stays intact. So yeah, good luck putting him down for good.
To prove how good a Namekian field factor is, Ice got summoned to Archer last night. Now he's part Namekian.
Excuse me?
Now watch.
Ow! Demon, you son of a... Huh. Well, what do you know?
Now, by any chance, do you feel like taking over the planet?
What?
Ah, good. Making sure you didn't have evil Piccolo in your names. I kind of mixed those two up with males and DNA.
Huh.
God, I mean, then again,
That's not all, though. Cell
I don't believe he'll confuse the Mechans for each other.
Itty-bitty Cell Juniors turning himself into possibly a living army of Cell Juniors. Even if he's at his limit and needs to take his foot down with him, he can inflate his body and explode.
Ah, yes, I'm taking you down with me, trope.
His cell possibly invented.
Luckily for him, and very unluckily for all of us, all of these powers doesn't mean he's slow. Far from it, he can keep up in combat with both Piccolo and Android 17 in his imperfect form, and he gets even faster in his perfect form. Since he has Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza cells with him, base speed they're capable of, should speed Cell is potentially capable of. And when Goku flew across the hill with Piccolo,
Hell in the Dragon Ball universe is said to be the size of the normal universe. See, Dragon Ball's universe is way bigger than our own. It is nearly impossible to say how big, but we can roughly estimate it is about 1,000 times the size of our universe based on this cosmology chart. Let's just assume that the flight speed was around, say, 10 or so minutes. With that, Goku must have been flying at around 4.38 quadrillion times the speed of light. Keep in mind, Goku performed this feat in base form. And Cell could keep up with Saiyan so he could go Super Saiyan 2.
it's officially stated that the Super Saiyan 2 boosts their stats up to 100 times over, meaning that Cell can reach over 4.38 E170 times faster than light. That's 17 zeros, folks! Or if Cell couldn't blitz his opponent, he could just easily teleport around via instant transmission.
It's no wonder why Cell was stated to be one of the strongest things alive. Due to his Saiyan DNA, alongside him being part Goku, he set up the Cell Games, where he challenged fighters around the globe to see if any could match him. Several people tried, but this series ain't called Normal Guy Ball Z, so I'm assuming you can guess the outcome of those attempts. He defeated the likes of Goku, Piccolo, Android 16, 17, 18, and the Prince of all Saiyans,
And else,
Vegeta.
he Shrunken and Frieza, who at the time he casually wiped planets off maps for the fun of it. He himself claimed that if he so desired, he could destroy an entire solar
Sorry
system.
about that.
It appeared as if he was unstoppable. So the son of Goku, Gohan, stepped up to the
Now
battle.
that's a seizure
Right
warning.
after Goku gave Cell a sensory to heal himself with, because he's a bit of a fucking dick move there. When the entire solar system's at stake, Goku.
Gohan, with his father's determination in unlocking Super Saiyan 2, Cell had finally met his match. After
I mean, hey, it did work out.
In the last-ditch efforts, Cell attempted to explode and wipe Earth off the map until Goku appeared, telling Gohan he'd do the best and stop Cell from destroying the Earth, but at the cost of Goku's life. It's like, yeah, it turns out Kamikaze didn't kill him via his nucleus we previously mentioned. And with one final Kamehameha, he tried to end the Super Saiyan's bloodline for good. And so, with Goku's spirit coming back for one last attack, it took the dopest father-son Kamehameha combo the world has ever seen to finally put Perfect Cell down once and for all.
But Cell would never be truly forgotten, like how in Dragon Ball Super, Red Pharmaceuticals created the mighty Cell Max, a giant kaiju based on semi-perfect Cell. But you know, about the funny plankton boys or really any personality, so who the fuck cares? Well, hey, it could be worse. You could have gone into Frieza treatment, Cell.
In the end, while the Z fighters have met stronger foes and deadlier creations in the future, only a few fighters could claim they can stand up to the mighty, dangerous, and perfect android Cell.
Please, what are you glaring at? That fool should feel honored to be the first to sample my new power.
Now to Sephiroth.
Welcome, one and all, to the planet Gaia. It's totally not Earth standard. It's just full of wonders to explore, like deserts. And the desert. You get a lot of just a fucking deserts. Say for a few places, I mean.
One of these places is Midgar, the capital city and base of the largest company in all of Gaia, the Shinra Company. They rose to power after finding out how to harness the capabilities of the planet's life force, also known as Mako. They deal with all sorts of normal everyday things like electricity, politics, and an army of unkillable super soldiers that follow their every whim. Wait, what?
You may be aware of a few of these soldiers such as Angel, the first ever wielder of the Buster Sword. Zack Fair, the second wielder of the Buster Sword. Saw Stripe, the more badass current wielder of the Buster Sword. And I don't know, the single most dangerous thing on the planet, better known as Sephiroth.
At first you may be thinking, geez, this man cares a lot about his hair. Like, wow, just look at this.
Yep.
You may be thinking, seriously, sure he looks like the CEO of a hot topic, but how deadly can this guy really be?
Pretty deadly.
Turns out very.
Chaps and ladies and gents, this is going to be a freaking doozy. Born from Lucretia Crescent and Professor Hojo, both were head researchers of the Genova Project, a project that studied the corpse of a Centra, an alien race that was said to have the power to talk to the planet. It turns out the corpse wasn't one of a Centra. Turns out it was a goddamn alien instead.
Yeah.
Good to know before Hojo put some of the Genova cells into Lucretia while she was pregnant with Sephiroth.
Idiot.
I can see Lucera had experienced horrible nightmares of Sephiroth casually committing a few war crimes. So, hey, on one hand, horrifying nightmares of your future child. On the other hand, cool alien baby. So I'd say it's a fair trade-off. When Sephiroth was born, he was taken away instantly by Shinra and trained the young boy to be the strongest soldier in the world. But in reality, Sephiroth never wished to be a soldier. He really just wanted to be a normal person and live with his mother. But everything went to hell when he reached a town known as Nibelheim, where he found his mother and celebrated being the biggest barbecue in the world.
Yeah, out of
Yep.
all the people who proclaim the title of strongest soldier in the world, I think Sephiroth takes the cake on that one. He
Pretty
wields
much.
a massive 8-foot-long Masamune.
Ah, yes. The long blade of a fucking sword.
Aerith would definitely agree on that one. But swordplay ain't the only thing Sephiroth is proficient at. He's quite the proficient magic user as well. Heartless Angel, he can sap foes of their strength. With Shadow Flare, he can create exploding orbs of pure darkness, as well as creating illusions of himself, create magical barriers, race time to a halt, absorb souls, and the list goes on. And when he gets his hands on the black materia, that's when things start to shine.
Yep.
Materia or crystallized orbs of Mako. With them, they can call upon the power and wisdom of the life stream to manipulate things such as nature and magic. And with the black materia, he can unleash some truly devastating attacks.
Pretty devastating attacks.
Slash in pure darkness. Create special force points that can stun opponents. Become resistant to elemental magic and can paralyze foes with a poking crest of dark energy. But he has two attacks that stand above the rest. The the devastating spell called Meteor. He summons a gigantic meteor that has the capability to destroy the entire planet.
Sephiroth had one spell that makes Meteor look tame. His Limit Break spell is one that trumps all others in power, intensity, and everything else. The Supernova. This
Yep.
spell, he explodes a star and creates a devastating, galaxy-destroying blast. If anyone somehow is lucky enough to survive it, he will suffer the effects of confusion, silence, and slow.
Actually, I've worked on my own prototype of Supernova. Want to test it out?
Oh, hell yeah! I'm gonna be able to blow up galaxies.
Who said you'd be the one to test it out?
What? Well, it was fun, guys. Talking about awesome characters, having a blast making jokes. It was fun when it lasted.
Alright, I'm back. Wait, how are you not dead?
It's taken ages to reach me, actually. I don't think it's moved like an inch.
Stupid long animations for spells that PlayStation 1 fun fills the game, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while in the game, cutscenes take forever to end, we can actually use this to discuss how fast the spell is. Given the time frame between when the supernova itself is filled and how long it takes to reach the party, it must mean it's going around 20 trillion times the speed of light.
Yeah, Sephiroth's path towards chaos was going as planned until Zack and Cloud stepped in and ruined it horribly by impaling him with Buster Sword itself and then proceeding to chuck him into a pool of magma.
Yeah.
Sank deeper and deeper.
Not the best idea in hindsight.
Him deceased. For years, he traveled within the screen and interacted with the little afterlife of the source of the dead.
From then on, he grew in power as his body shattered into shards, eventually converging into a cave within a northern crater, inside of a cocoon of pure Mako energy. He had a new mission to eventually outrun this cocoon and become a god. And when he emerged, he truly became the one-winged angel. Bam! I knew I could sneak that into there somewhere.
All seemed well until Cloud came with his allies to stop Sephiroth once and for all.
Yep.
Took the form of
Somehow.
Sephiroth in the effort to stop them, but to no avail. And as a last-ditch effort, he pulled Cloud into some sort of weird light dimension to try and control Cloud and become his new body. It was then Sephiroth failed to realize something. In a battle of light versus Earth, Earth always wins. Drop that one came up wrong.
Sephiroth was slain, his body dissolving into the light stream, flipping this angel's one wing. If you're going by the original Final Fantasy VII, that is. Yeah, since this is Final Fantasy VII, Square likes to milk this puppy more than Capcom does Resident Evil 4. The advent children, the three stooges, Yazu, Kaja, and Luz, guided by Sephiroth to revive himself. Luckily, Cloud there, with his cooler Buster Sword to defeat him yet again.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, he's still in the live stream because this guy refuses to stay dead.
Yep.
Yeah, see, the only way of killing
As a major fuck you to I can't even die.
Since he was swimming inside of it for years, his connection to it is as solid as steel.
Mm-hmm.
He's defeated several mighty foes like Cloud, Zack, and made Aerith into a single.
I mean, hey, the only way to defeat him completely is to destroy the damn planet itself.
You know, maybe his sheer salt is the reason that Sephiroth keeps him falling.
Yeah, we are not kidding. Like, at this point, Cloud, I recommend a restraining order. Because Christ, he's making clinking X's look tame. Cloud did this deal. Made a deal with the House of Mouse to terrorize Cloud and Sora with including cards. It even sliced the final boss of Smash Ultimate in half, just to terrorize Cloud. I think, really, in that attempt, he was defeated by Smash Bros. Ultimate's strongest character.
Joker?
No, Archer.
Yeah, checks out.
Yeah. He can slice and dice and fight people, but that doesn't mean he can't fight lawyers.
Very good. Fill your hollow heart with rage.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's finish this. Will Sulla have the power to make his soldiers fight his final fantasy?
Was Sephiroth who himself has nothing more than a bug crush underfoot.
It's time for these fictional characters to collide.
Seem very strong.
I can sense your power level as well, but you are a bit early. The tournament starts in 3 days. Don't show up before.
Well, it doesn't look like he's listening, dude.
Fortunately for you, only I deserve the title to be the one to bring about the end of the world. And if this quick, yes.
Somebody is enthusiastic. It's a lucky night for you. I can always use a warm up.
All right. Ow.
Put up a better fight than Vegeta and Trunks, but it's time to end this.
Yeah, I would say good luck trying to kill the guy. And think of Sephiroth to sell too. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be easy. Ooh, that was close. He was like, here, take your weapon back. Ow.
And if you guys spent so long trying to get the arena just right.
Oh.
That I'm better than your swordplay.
Yeah, about that. The dude's been holding the sword for years. Ow. Uh-oh. Oh, he was like, nope.
And to think you had me on the ropes for a bit.
Yeah, I don't think that was easy.
And you were thinking you would never see me again. Too bad.
Ooh, that was close.
I will see you suffer tenfold.
Good luck trying to.
Tenfold. You can go high. I am glad that we got to go out with a bang. That was an incredible warm-up. This game is fun.
Don't think that was easy.
Better than a god. Yet your eyes deceive you from the truth. I will show you true despair. Now, burn.
Yep. I don't think Cell can survive a massive supernova.
So,
And so you did.
it's just the more intense version of putting a magnifying glass to an ant.
Both Cell and Sephiroth were insanely strong. They were both OP to the utmost degree, and sadly this perfect android didn't have a perfect way of defeating Sephiroth.
Mm-hmm.
When looking at power, both seemed to be equal. Cell could wipe out the entire solar system while Sephiroth could cast Supernova, which would naturally wipe out solar systems. But Sephiroth had way more power. Given how he was superior to Zack, who was superior to Minerva, who was stronger than summons, such as the Magnet Ground, who can defeat foes that contain entire galaxies within them.
Yeah, it's a weird chain scaling, we know that, but trust me. It's safe to say that blowing up the solar system doesn't really compete with blowing up the numerous galaxies. But Cell wasn't totally outmatched. When it came to hand-to-hand combat, he was vastly superior as well as speed. Very seldom Super Saiyan 2 like Gohan and Goku would make him way faster than Sephiroth by millions of times, even if he were being generous to Sephiroth. It's also theoretically plausible that Cell could get strong enough via multiple close calls for death to match or even surpass Sephiroth in power. So that was unlikely due to Sephiroth's abilities.
When it came to possibly growing stronger than Sephiroth, this was nearly impossible for Cell. Because not only would a single blow from Sephiroth finish this fight, Sephiroth has a lot more useful abilities, such as barriers, ways to sap Cell of his strength, absorbing Cell's very soul, or doing what he attempted to do on Cloud and take over Cell's mind and body. Now let's get to a major point to discuss. Ki versus mana. Couldn't Cell be able to copy most of Sephiroth's more deadly possible legacy versions or something abilities? But given that Ki is physical energy, which powers most of the tranquil universe, while mana is more akin to natural magic, using materia as like wands to fully bring out their intensity.
And given that Dragon Ball has explained magic and Ki are two different things, it's kind of questionable to say Cell will be able to even copy said abilities. And note this, Ki in Dragon Ball isn't the infinite source of power. Tons of characters far beyond Cell's power has drained their Ki reserves in a prolonged fight. Mana, especially Sephiroth's unique values, that makes it good with the war of attrition.
Now you might be wondering about Cell's bonkers regen, that even his own suicide attack couldn't keep him down. Well, we have an answer for that. You see, in Dragon Ball, having a slightly higher level of power is a major win condition for most fights. Many occasions have shown having a higher level of Ki, even just a little, can make that character bypass anything weaker lanes get near. Given Goku's fight with the man hit in his time slot, at least explaining Goku's higher Ki was the answer to bypassing it.
Now let's get back to Cell. Ki has both attack and durability in Dragon Ball. Having a slight edge in that against someone can help you bypass the durability. Look at his final clash with Gohan. Even if he was only slightly stronger than Cell at his new heights, it would be enough to make sure it kills Cell with nothing left to regen from. Given Sephiroth's own Supernova is around the same level of power, just at a higher scale of intensity, it's safe to say Cell wouldn't be able to survive it, at least not for long.
While Cell has no way to learn about Sephiroth's connection to the lifestream that makes Sephiroth immortal, even if he did, he wouldn't know how to sever his connection. Given Sephiroth the more reliable form of coming back from the dead, Cell certainly wasn't going down easily. With Sephiroth's raw power, wider arsenal of magic, and his superior healing, will more than enough to jump Dr. Jiro's most perfect angle to dust.
You don't need to be rude or anything, but it seems that Cell got Sephiroth. Oh shit, here comes the Supernova.
Now it shows up. Well, see ya.
I'll show you. Well,
It worked. Who am I kidding? He's a Brandon and Charles will fight a new body at some point.
Yep.
We'll be back in the next episode. The winner is Sephiroth.
next time on Fictional Characters Collide.
Alrighty, so that was Cell vs. Sephiroth. Fictional Character Collide, Season 3. So, again, this whole video is by Demon and Archer. And if you want to go and support the guy's channel, be sure to click the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that way you guys can stay notified when they're going to both upload a new video like this. leave a like to the video if you enjoyed it, comment down below to let them know what you think. And so, as for every reaction video, I'll be sure to put the links of the channel and video down in the description below, so that way you guys can check them out without a reaction, of course, if you guys wanted to. And don't forget to check out these guys right here, obviously. That way, get the support, of course, by checking out the channel and content. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. Be sure to leave a like. And don't forget, if you want to support my channel, click the subscribe button. And don't forget to turn the notification bell, so that way you guys can stay notified on when we upload videos like this. And comment down below to let me know what you think. And I'll be sure to leave an icon right at the top so you guys can check out my playlist. And if you want to check out my other videos, go to my channel and check them out. Go to the video tab and yeah, you can check out my content and it'll let me know when you guys enjoy my content. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So hope to see you guys in the next video and hope to see you all next time. See you later.